Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Synergetic Games. My name is Natalie, and today we are going to be playing, thank you for the hype. Today, we are going to be playing Little Hope. This is going to be my last stream until after Boxing Day. I'm thinking I probably won't stream again until like the 27th, which is next Monday. Which works out well because I said the other day, pardon me, that we would be starting Final Fantasy VIII next week, which would be Monday, but I may or may not take a short break in which we do something else, short and sweet, not too long, obviously. If that is not the case, however, if I can't find anything suitable, we'll just go straight to Final Fantasy VIII. Doesn't make much of a difference, but I sometimes think it might be nice to have a bit of a Final Fantasy break. So still making up my mind about that. So like, it's probably a 60-40% chance that we will be playing Final Fantasy VIII next week. But from today onward, I won't be streaming for the rest of the week because it is the holidays, and I would like to be with my family. To be honest with you, it is going to be fun, and we've got plans and bonding to do. So that's my plan for the rest of the week. I will probably see you the rest of that week, except New Year's Day. Sorry, not New Year's Day. New Year's Eve. Yay, bonding. Yes, exactly. So we'll probably be doing bonding also on New Year's Eve / day. But it doesn't really matter because New Year's Day is the weekend, so I won't see you till Monday regardless. But yeah, apart from this week, next week will be more or less normal. Possibly not the 30th, possibly the 30th. It depends what the plan is really at home because that is my birthday. If we've got plans here, then we'll be doing those. And if there's time in the evening, I'll come hang out with you. But if not, then that is the reason why. But yeah. So listen. There is another thing that I need to talk very seriously about to you guys about, and that is the fact that we are switching to the controller for the rest of Little Hope. Maybe we'll play it again sometime soon after this first playthrough, because to be honest with you, the keyboard and mouse settings are not good. I have no idea how they work. There's zero instructions. There's no indication of what buttons we're actually supposed to be pressing. So we're trying controllers to see if that's any better. I don't know if point and click works better for the PC at all, but we're trying the controller because I think we used the controller for Man of Medan and that went well. To be honest, I think the keyboard worked just fine for Man of Medan. I think there are a lot of, if there were quirks to be worked out, they worked them out, but they haven't seemed to have done so for Little Hope. So we're trying the controller and hoping for the best, and maybe we won't be in charge of the clumsiest people in the world, who at this point probably deserve death because they can't run away without tripping on a pebble. In true horror movie fashion too, so let's get into it. Let's see how the controller goes. I don't know how much of the game is left, but QTE is not your friends. This is true, but let's hope that the QTEs become significantly easier controller than they have been previously. Because, to be honest, it is definitely not 100% my fault that the QTEs have not gone my way. Except the heartbeat. That took me a little bit to get used to again, because they had that in Man of Medan, so I should be used to that one, but shamefully it took me about 2 or 3 tries before I was like, oh yeah, I remember how heartbeats work. So yeah, it's a whole thing. Anyway, I shall take you over to Little Hope. We will play again. And hopefully, oh, there you are. So, oh boy. Okay, so the most interesting thing I found so far about this is that we haven't seen, like, Andrew's mirror of his character yet. Hang on a moment. I just, okay, well, that's not true. We've seen him once, but we haven't been in control of him at all since. I am way up in the left corner now. I moved us the other day. Pardon me. I'll move us back here. There we go. Back to normal, more or less. But we moved ourselves there last night because, hi Chopper, how are you? I'm doing good. We've switched to the controller for the evening. Because the mouse and keyboard haven't been working. So that is basically the summary of what we've been going to. But the thing I found most interesting is that Andrew's double has been seen once, and
keep a lookout for the girl. We have to stop her.
That little brat. Someone needs to teach her a lesson.
Amen to that.
Don't call her a brat. She's dead. That obviously excuses all.
This may sound crazy, but what if saving our doubles from execution is how we save ourselves?
That thing only came for me after my lookalike died.
But yeah, we've only had a glimpse of Andrew's double, which makes me believe that he is somehow connected to all of this.
Fireflies. That's what's causing the glow. Looks kind of beautiful, don't you think?
Kind of weird looking.
She a dead brat. She sure is. Oh! Speak of the devil and he shall appear.
No, this cannot be. My own eyes deceive me. My apologies for the lateness of the hour, but I must speak with you.
What ails you, my friend?
It is Mary. I am troubled by her, by the part she has played in these trials.
Those trials trouble us all.
There is more to this. I saw her smile as her own sister was executed. She took pleasure from it.
Are you certain?
I am. But now that she speaks of guilt and remorse, it is hard not to believe her.
Keep away from her, Abraham. No good can come from being with that child.
Too late. With her brother and sister gone, Mary now lives under my roof.
Your charity places you in grave danger.
What do you advise?
Tell the court you suspect she toys with us all. That you saw her delight in her own sister's death. I implore you.
I am torn. Mary seems full of remorse.
Keep your suspicions to yourself, and it's our community which will suffer. None of us is safe from her wild imaginings.
Very well. If the court will listen, I will speak. I am bewitched.
You're not bewitched.
How else can your presence be explained?
I can't explain this, but you're not.
She has conjured you to defend her. To press me into silence. Only the devil could create a demon who so resembles me.
I'm not a demon. But we do look alike, which I agree is pretty damn weird.
What do you want from me?
I want to know what you're going to say to the court. About Mary.
I was decided to speak to the court. Now I am not so sure.
I know how this must look, but you have to speak out. Tell everyone what the girl did. Like your friend is telling you to.
The devil has sent you to tempt me. I must not succumb. Little
Dude.
Hope is no longer the town I knew. Strange and disturbing events have become commonplace. You, whatever you are but one of these. Revealing the truth about Mary may save my friend, but it does not sit easily with me that in doing so I condemn a child.
The priest is a villain. Come on, dude. Come on.
Putting it all on a kid isn't right. The priest is the one driving this whole thing.
That's way off. We gotta stop the kid. No other way to do this.
Reverend Carver is a man guided by God. No one can doubt that.
I think the priest is up to something. Yeah, you mentioned last night actually that Grumpy asked about me when you used my froggies. To which I responded,
move,
tell him I'm all good.
Standing up for the kid is probably gonna do us all in.
And then you told me you weren't my messenger.
For all our sakes.
What happened?
I hope you're
You get a
doing
chance
okay,
to confront
Chopper.
Mary?
No. We never even saw her.
Fuck.
Sorry, I'm just like catching up on the comments, and I really hope you're doing okay, Chopper.
You met up with Andrew's double, Abraham. He was thinking about testifying against Mary, but good boy Andrew talked him out of it.
Oh, fuck me. We are seeing glimpses of what happened here hundreds
How you
of
doing?
years ago.
Not great.
Demons from the past?
Don't know how much more of this shit I can take. One thing I didn't see coming,
Well,
I
the
feel
only
like one of the
explanation
team.
I have makes no sense.
I'm good with that.
None at all.
Never happens to me.
Yeah, I hear that. Learned a few things about myself tonight. Shame it had to be from witches and ghosts.
Oh,
We could have used one of those, what do you call it? A paladin. A holy warrior.
Holy shit. I never had you down as a game geek.
There's a lot more about me you don't know. I'm full of surprises. You'll see.
We need
now
to
I
get
just
moving.
have to learn the controls. Oh, jeez. Oh. What the heck?
Taylor! Where are you?
She's dead. She's
Taylor!
gone.
Taylor! That you?
It is she.
Hold on to me. Whatever happens, do not let go.
Leave me! Get out of here with the others!
Oh, jeez. That didn't go well at all.
Taylor!
I'm learning the controller controls. Leave me alone, in my defense. That's what's happening here. Oh, you need to reset that, son.
I can't believe Taylor's gone. What the fuck?
We need to get away from here. Let's check that out. It'll get us out of these damn
give me a head
woods,
start.
and we can
Thanks,
talk on the way.
man. 3 sounds about right. Oh, come on, dude. Come on, Dan. I know I've got a controller now, but there's no need to be erratic about this whole thing. I promise it's okay.
Taylor. I just can't believe it.
This ain't happening.
We can believe she's gone. Hi, Gray. How you been? That sure is a tree. Oh, it's got a weird people on it. Okay, I understand. Seriously, I turn around once and lose my way, and oh my god, I can't see a thing. Happy Solstice! It is the shortest day of the year. I'm glad I was up for it, to be honest. I have been oversleeping a lot lately. We're back here, eh?
Can't believe Taylor's gone.
I'm such a fucking asshole. I could have saved her.
It was obvious she really cared about you.
There's gotta be a way of stopping the girl. We might have already missed a chance to change things.
You had a chance to get Mary exposed for what she is. A liar and a faker. Put her in the dock for a change. Why didn't you take it?
We don't know for sure that stopping Mary will help us out. It's just a theory.
It may only be a theory, but right now it's all we've got.
Come on, let's take a look.
I'm not sure. I've missed all that much sleep, to be honest with you. Ooh, what is this? Oh. Not whatever's happening there. Pressed into silence, is that what we're calling it?
No way in, like the rest of this fucking town.
Mayor Hale's land deal. Fear's protest will surely escalate as closure looms. Whew. Hang on. Samuel Carver. Vote Carver for mayor, 666 for our future prosperity. Samuel Carver. He is the devil. He's pulling everybody's strings. This is one of those things where people's ancestors make a deal with the devil and then the rest of them have to hold it up the rest of forever. It's got like an entire cursed / contractually bound family.
Check this out.
Hey! They're coming. You can't keep running. I'll make sure they'll find you.
Dude, why?
That guy's a menace.
I don't think he gets how bad a mess we're in.
Come on, inside.
I think he knows exactly what's happening here. Somehow.
Well, no one's been here for a long time.
Now is my time to speak before the judge. I am filled with dread. I cannot know how my testimony will be received. The devil has blinded so many to what is real and what is not.
Nothing good will come of this.
His words will seek to twist the truth.
Allow me to judge what is true.
Abraham and Joseph are allies in this deception. And lest we forget, you condemned Joseph to death only yesterday. Or do you now question that decision?
I have heard nothing today to sway my conviction. Joseph consorted with the same malicious force as his wife. For this the court thanks Reverend Carver, who faced the devil's wrath to present the evidence.
It is only my duty, Judge.
However, this court is duty-bound by law to seek out the truth. We must therefore examine these claims made by Abraham against Mary.
If I may speak briefly, Judge Wyman.
Time is short, Reverend. Be indeed brief.
Mary has shown great fortitude to speak out against the evil here. Many would have lacked her courage. Yet her reward for exposing this brooding covered in our midst is to be besmirched.
Her courage is not in question. It is her intent we must be certain of.
Her accuser is the very man entrusted to care for this innocent child. Plain to see, he is not fit for such a task. And I would ask the court to have Mary placed elsewhere.
Who would you have be her new ward, Reverend?
I am prepared to take responsibility for the child. If the court agrees.
First, the court must hear what Abraham has to say. No decision can be made on the child until then. Abraham!
What am I to do? Some would have me speak out against Mary, but could a child truly be capable of such evil?
Well, he thinks she's
Are you
guilty.
for real? The kid is guilty as hell.
Just... you must do what you believe is right.
Tell the court what you have come here to say. Speak up, boy. Out with it!
Mary has spoken of evil spirits, devilry and witchcraft. Things many cannot believe could exist here in
I'm
Little
not here
Hope.
for history and hearsay. Get to the point, boy.
Mary is tormented. The apparitions she has seen, they have plagued her, stolen her innocence. Some suggest she is in league with these creatures, but no one can be certain. Myself least of all. Can any of us truly know a child's mind?
You claim I lack the ability to see the truth.
I beg forgiveness. I would never suggest such a thing.
My time is not for wasting. You and the priest have irked me enough for one day.
I have more to say.
I have already given you enough time. Furthermore, Mary is to be placed into the care of Reverend Carver. Now stand down.
He's, not a good justice.
Tell me everything.
You don't.
See
That's
Andrew's
not how
double
you
again.
do justice.
He
Just
told the
saying.
judge that Mary did nothing wrong, like she's the victim here.
Oh, that's bad. Very, very bad. Shit! Okay, so now what?
This helps us. Has to. We now know for sure that we can alter what happens.
You agree with him?
It went down just like he said. What the fuck?
We can't stay. Let's get out of here.
Where are we?
Look at those outfits. This place shut down way, way back.
Well, that was deep and meaningful.
Hard to imagine, but this place must have been something once. Now it's just bad memories, broken lives, and rust.
You hear that? Right below us.
We need to find a way out of here. Now.
Thank you. What's the cancelled order?
That's heavy. Andrew, get your ass over here and help me out.
What's up?
You take that side, I'll take this side. Push together, right? Good. Now, push!
Oh.
Whoa! Oh, shit! Ah!
Of course.
Hey, are you okay down there?
No, the fence man is here. Oh, Jesus.
Help!
Already so much better. What is this? What are you doing? Come on, you can do it.
I need to get out of here!
Come on! Almost made it!
Oh no! Going great. Oh dear. I was honestly not expecting this teacher guy to live so long. Yeah, that's what sorry, I was focusing on a bunch of stuff.
Hey.
Lang and Abrams, attorney at law. To Frank McCarthy. Dear Mr. McCarthy, following our conversation last week, we have received news that the blank consortium have been unable to raise the finance to complete the deal with the Carver family for the purchase of LHT Limited and the real estate around the factory. I understand that your conversations with the family have revolved around retaining jobs for former factory workers on the blank. Down front.
Professor? Hey, John.
Andrew? I'm right here! Am I pleased to see you?
Same here.
Look, Fence McGee can fuck right off.
I've seen this before.
Ah, here we are. The sun charm found in the graveyard is the same symbol as the sun found on the hood of the car. Oh, okay. Oops, pardon me. A portrait of Amy Lambert, a plaque describes the testimony of Mary Milton, who claimed to see a demon in the shape of Amy. Amy Karma admitted into the record as spectral evidence. The courtroom illustration could have been from Amy's trial. Town closes. Team photo. Ooh, okay. I haven't seen Futurama in ages, to be honest with you.
That's real hatred. I
At
wonder what
least
the guy did.
Mr. Clark, leaving the Little Hope Police Department yesterday, a line has been drawn under the tragic case of the Clark House fire. Onlookers watched as Anthony Clark, the only survivor of the blaze, was released from police. Thursday afternoon, one onlooker said, "That poor boy, he must be going through hell right now." The Herald approached Mr. Clark for comment, but he has not blamed Clark, who was found with a box of matches in his hand at the scene, for causing the fire. When Clark left the Little Hope Police Department, passers-by were heard to ... burn in hell. Oh.
In the fog there. You see that?
It's a small child. I will get to your story time in a hot sec.
Anything could happen.
Oh, jeez.
No one in Little Hope is safe while you still draw breath, Joseph. You must die today. Not even your wife Amy was spared your lust to serve Satan.
Damn me if you must. You're not fit. Speaking of my late wife.
There is still fight in you. I must drive the devil out for the safety of everyone here.
Oh, no one is safe.
Joseph, do you renounce the devil and all his teachings?
I carry no sin. I'm no disciple of the devil. Our town is infected with madness. Brought here by Satan's servants.
We have to stop this.
Get away!
You give me that! Look! See how this poor child is tormented. Joseph still clutches her with the devil's hand. More stones! The devil must be crushed from within him. Do not flinch. The fate of Little Hope rests in your hands.
We're screwed. There is no way out from this nightmare.
We don't have a lot of time.
Look, John!
Oh, jeez.
John, get away from it!
I'm done running! Time for payback for Taylor and Daniel!
Are you crazy? We gotta move!
I guess we don't care about Omega Karen. What was her name? Jeez. supposed to be clicking anything? Or what?
I think it's locked.
Oh, jeez. What on earth am I supposed to do with those? Come on, let's do something.
We gotta go! Like now!
Andrew! I need you here!
I can't do this on my own! You gotta come with me!
Don't move.
Is it gone?
I don't see it anymore.
We're gonna have to play this again, but do better.
We need to figure a way out of here before that thing finds a way in.
Place looks like it burned down. Something here isn't right.
This is my house. Okay, so story time. Hi, Starbreeze. How you been? Welcome to story time. He searched desperately through his pocket for old pennies and halfpennies, and his fingers closed on the milled edge of a big fat 2-shilling piece. Yesterday had been Thursday, and Dad had given him his week's pocket money as usual. It all seemed so very far away, but there was the big fat florin in his hand. He rubbed the edge in the dim light to make sure it was real, not just a penny. He took a deep breath and wormed out through the hole again, followed by the dog. He was in a hurry now. His stomach was sort of dissolving into juice at the thought of the battered sausages. He didn't like the idea of leaving his blankets and his precious attaché case behind, but he couldn't carry them and the chips as well. Besides, they would make him look conspicuous. They would have to take their chance, as Dad always said, when he and Harry planted out tiny seedlings, watering them, and left them for the night. Harry shook his head savagely to shake away the memory, and the sting of hot tears that prickled in his eyes suddenly. He smoothed the back of the sand to conceal the hole he had dug, and set off for Front Street, the dog running behind and marking the lampposts as if this was an ordinary evening stroll along the seafront. Even 100 yards away, the breeze carried the appetizing smell to his nostrils. The shop wasn't shut then. He felt full of triumph. There was a crowd of people in the shop, and they hadn't drawn the blackout curtains yet. He pushed open the door, and the dog nosed past him eagerly, nostrils working. The owner of the shop, a tall, bald man in a long, greasy white apron, looked over the heads of his customers and saw them, and Harry instantly knew he was a very nasty man indeed, even before he opened his mouth. "Get that dirty grey animal out of here! This is a clean shop, a food shop." Covered Covered with confusion, blushing furiously, Harry grabbed the dog's collar and dragged him out. He pushed the dog's bottom to the pavement and shouted, "Sit! Sit!" The dog looked at him trustingly, wagging his tail, and Harry dived back into the shop again, before the dog changed his mind. He joined the back of the queue, which was about 6 people long. "Filthy great beast," said the man to no one in particular. "I don't know what this town's coming to." He shoveled great mounds of golden chips into newspaper and said to the woman helping him, more batterada," equally nastily. Harry heard the shop door open again, and the next second Don was beside him, leaping up at the glass counter with eager paws, leaving dirty scratch marks on the grass. "I told you, get that bloody animal out of here. I won't tell you again." And that is story time. Ooh, I quite like those animated emotes. Very Sonic. Gotta go fast. Yay. Ooh, that's the Easter egg for the new game, which we still need to play on the channel. Looks like it could be fun. The tire swing. I have been trying to get you to come to my house for hours. The Modern Guide to Successful Staring, Dr. Adrius Vogel. Parents unhappy with their own upbringing can overcompensate. They might not want their children to feel the same as they do about their own parents. They yearn to be friends with their offspring, so parents accept theories that encourage love as the solution to conflict. This leads to the belief that if their children misbehave, they should not be angry or punish them, but instead indulge in every greater display of love. Spoiling a child in this way has grave consequences. Children become demanding and disagreeable. Parents suppress anger at their child's behavior but cannot keep a lid on their frustration until they explode, frightening and confusing the children. The parents feel guilty at a loss of what to do, feeding a new cycle of misbehavior. The problem lies with parents trying to be patient when patience is exhausted and the child needs correction. They are indecisive or irresolute when firmness is required. If no one corrects him, the child will only escalate his behavior until his provocations become so serious that his parents snap. An eruption restores peace temporarily, but there is a danger in the aftermath. Parents who feel guilty at losing their temper forget to give their child time to endure his punishment. Instead, they attempt to undo the correction by easing penalties. Discipline requires consistency. Both parents must hold the line against a rebellious child, and punishments followed through, such as should one parent relax their discipline because of laziness or guilt, they leave an opening for a naughty child to exploit. Setting limits. Parents must set limits, and indeed a child prefers his parents to be firm, provided they are also fair. This is essential training in getting on with other people. Without it, the child believes the world will conform to their demands and tantrums. Such spoiled children are often shocked by the real world and cannot cope in an environment that doesn't indulge their whims. They face becoming unpopular and learning the hard way how to socialize with others. Bit of a parenting tip then for you, I guess.
You're gonna want to see this.
Oh.
Is this for real? Angela and I were married.
I looked at that already, I think. Not sure what that is. I don't see the tire swing through that window. Hi, Manic Mike. Welcome to the channel. How are you? Can we just take 5 seconds to not be terrorized? How you been? I would like to find the stairs, please, to go upstairs and follow ghost children. Yes, please, thank you. I'm doing well, thank you. I hope you're feeling the same way. And I hope you've had a good day, too. Where are you joining us from, Mike, if I can ask? Oh, right, this is the parenting book. England, excellent. Us too. Well, mostly. Starbreeze is from Brazil. I'm from England myself. So is my mod. For goodness sake, where are the stairs? Can I squeeze through this hole here? Are you gonna let me? Might I interest you in some tea? Oh, Birmingham! I'm from Birmingham. You can't really tell, but I am. I did not grow up there, to be clear.
Don't notice me at all. They don't care.
Oh, looks like she was being haunted. Ooh. There's a key. Grab the key. I don't know if the key is for the clock or what, but what secret is this? Tell me everything. The remains of an old grandfather clock and old key is hidden inside. Your ticket. You'll take a copy. Brave man. Strangely, Starbreeze appears protective of my Britishness. I'll have a cup of Starbreeze. No sugar and a drop of milk. I love all the milk in my tea, to be honest with you. I like quite strong golden looking tea with quite a bit of milk in. Reverend Carson. Reverend Leonard Carson. Come on, dude. Dear Anne, thank you for your letter regarding Megan. I understand your concerns and assure you that your daughter's rebellious behavior is not unusual. I have helped parents with similar issues and would be happy to help with Megan's moral guidance. Hebrews 12:11 says that all discipline seems painful rather than pleasant, but later it yields the peaceful fruit of righteousness. Please see me after service on Sunday so we can arrange a time for some personal instruction, Reverend Carson. I am enjoying the game so far. We've recently switched to controller this session, so a lot more people have died than I was initially hoping. But to be honest, they would have died all the same with, like, keyboard and mouse, which were giving us no indications of what buttons to press at all, ever. But this time it's just me failing at my job. But, no, I'm enjoying it, and I'm definitely looking forward to playing it again at some point, just to see how things go. And maybe I can adjust the settings on this so I can actually see a little bit more of what's happening in my life. This is a breeze. Yes. This is in fact what one may consider a breeze. In comparison to
what's that noise?
Final Fantasy VII's finale.
We need to find it.
Hey, Manic Mike, what kind of games are you into? Just out of curiosity.
She's in here.
Because we play a lot of games on the channel.
It's okay.
Of varying genres.
Trust me.
You can just take a peek at our schedule and see the kind of things that we're up to these days. Because we may have, and there's in the About section below, there's an entire list of games we've already played on the channel, so if anything strikes you, anything horror, excellent. Me too. I'm kind of a horror fan, except I am also I am a coward. So I enjoy it very much. We haven't gotten around to playing Amnesia Rebirth, but we've played Amnesia Dark Descent and Machine for Pigs on the channel already. We recently played Poppy Playtime. We've got the VOD if you're interested in that. Oh, thank you so much, Manic Mike, for the follow. Yeah, it really depends on what's happening, but we've played quite a few, and we may in the future replay some of the ones we've already played, but it honestly depends on what's in my Steam library at the moment. Whew. For God's sake, Mary.
He knows I was about to confess all to the church.
No, wait.
Protect me. You must.
Wait, this isn't right. No way.
I assure all gathered here today that our town will be free of the Devil's grasp. Together, by God's grace, little hope will prevail. My word on it.
This court is hastily convened, but with good reason.
Yeah, exactly, that's
if we
it,
are to
Magic
finally
Man.
rid ourselves of the evil which has infested Little Hope, then we must act today. I accuse you, Mary, of witchcraft. What say you, Reverend?
The evidence, as discovered through my investigation, is beyond question. Mary uses her puppet as a familiar to summon and serve the devil.
We have been deceived by a child, by her guise of innocence. This puppet was mistakenly used to denounce Tabitha, but it has always belonged to Mary and Mary alone. She allowed her own kin to be executed as she watched in silence.
That is not so! Liar!
Now this tainted child, this creature of Satan, has the marrow to accuse me, a man of God, of wrongdoing.
Andrew, these people have lost their minds. This is collective hysteria, paranoia. We've got to intervene. Stop this somehow.
It was never my intention to bring harm to this town, or its people. Can you not help me?
What can I do? If I could do something to stop this, I would, but...
Now in her hour of greatest need,
I don't
this
see
child
how.
of the damned pleads once more for the devil's help.
I beg the court's indulgence. Please guide me at this time. I seek your counsel.
No question there's something very wrong here. Right in the heart of this place.
There can be no doubt that Little Hope is afflicted. That darkness has taken hold of our town.
There is not a man or woman here today who does not already know the devil is in our midst. The sole purpose of this court is to remove evil, not indulge it further. Our time is not for wasting.
He's right. Mary's behind all this.
How do I make my decision? If I am wrong, condemn an innocent to die.
The only way I can see out of this is to get rid of that damn doll. Destroy that and...
The puppet must be cast asunder.
maybe this all goes away.
It is the cause of Mary's affliction. It holds her in its thrall. Destroy this puppet, and the devil will depart Mary. She will be restored, an innocent child.
Reverend, burn the puppet. Destroy it.
You must not act in haste. The girl must face the full consequences of her
My
deeds.
authority is not for questioning. Do as I ask.
Burn the freaking puppet, dude. Burn it good.
If this goes the way it's meant to, there's nothing more you can do now. Is that the end of it?
I figured that if the doll... And then that would be the end of it.
You absolutely did the right thing. What happened was no more than what those people deserved.
Wow.
It's over. We can leave.
I've completely forgotten... What was her name? Amelia? There was Taylor and Daniel and... What's your face? Who died really early on. Whose name I've actually forgotten. Please. I was gonna say please be over, but oh. Don't stress me out, game, please. Oh dear. What's going on there? The animated emotes are super cute. And this was terrifying. Ooh. Now that is a hug. You can just feel the bone-crushing love that just went into that hug. Ooh. Positively bone-crushing. We will have to play this again. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. Possibly next week. As I say, tonight is my last night of streaming for the rest of the week until after Boxing Day. So I'll see you guys again on Monday. We will probably be playing Final Fantasy VIII. The 26th of December. We call that Boxing Day. It's just to mark the end of Christmas, basically. I'm not sure why it's called Boxing Day, but it is.
Leave me alone, will ya?
It wouldn't be
I've
a
lost
dark
everything.
You play through didn't kill everyone.
Are you kidding me?
Just get out of here. Go away!
You should have stayed away.
Come on, my guy.
I'll never forget or forgive you for what you did. There he is! There's a fucking killer!
I didn't kill anyone!
Hey, he was the guy that was putting rocks on people.
They did it, not me!
You need to keep an eye on this guy. He's out of control.
Hey,
because
there
we're
was
putting
nothing
stuff
I could have done
away.
to change what happened.
You okay, buddy? You seem a little confused.
Yeah, but he was that priest's, like, right-hand man guy. You know, the executioner sort of fellow. Ooh.
We're diverting all traffic through Little Hope. You okay, buddy? You seem a little confused.
He was the
Yeah,
bus
I'm
driver
fine.
this whole time.
I just want to get these folks to where they need to be.
I doubt a short delay will trouble him too much.
My gosh.
Can everyone just shut up? This isn't helping us find help or getting us out of here.
That would explain why everybody looks like everybody else. This is delusionception right here.
Hi there. How you doing? Excuse me, but we're looking for our bus driver. What? Have you seen him?
Yeah, that's funny. Sounds like you could use a drink.
Better not, thanks. Need a clear head.
What the hell is going on in there?
Get the hell out of here!
I'll go once I look you in the eye. Now let me in! Hey! They're coming.
I don't think he gets how bad a mess we're in.
That's it. Game over. You're done. For now, at least. You could always try again, see if you can get a different result. That's the problem with demons. If you don't lay them to rest, they will haunt you forever. Not a very happy ending. Or maybe it is. Depends on what makes you happy, really. And you eventually found him. The bus driver. Maybe he can now put the past behind him.
Somehow I don't think so. I don't think he learned anything. Oh, the day after Christmas is traditionally the day when you give...
Maybe in the
when you
Arabian
gave gifts
desert.
to servants and they had the
Maybe
day off, the gift would always be in a
somewhere
box.
else.
Oh, cool.
But we will meet again. At least one more time.
Okay, so you know, I think for the sake of cutting it clean, I think you okay there, buddy? Yeah.
What is this that I can't see with icy hands control on me? I am deaf, none can excel. I hold the key to heaven or hell. Whoa,
Sorry, I'm trying to make my mind up about this music.
oh, death, won't you spare me over for another year?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this particular rendition of Oh Death. It sure is something, isn't it? So, I think for the sake of like, for the sake of ease, we're gonna cut it here for the evening. I will call it quits, and I will see you probably the 27th. Did anyone survive? Andrew did, but I feel like that's a default result. So technically, no. I don't know. Really. But turns out Andrew was the bus driver all along. So we'll probably play this again next Tuesday, actually, because I would like to try again and get a different result. And probably start from the beginning with the controller to know, just so we can actually learn our way around this time and not be complete failures, because that was a disaster. And I can't allow things to sit that way forever. Thank you very much for popping by and, you know, spending time with me and chatting and, you know, your follows and your support and your company mean the world to me, so I do appreciate that you choose to spend however long you choose to spend with me. Okay, I will do a quick story time in a hot second. Boom. Okay. So, we're just gonna cut that off for a second there. The credits are going on in the background, but I want you guys to be able to actually hear the story instead of, you know, oh, death and the occasional word. So we will be doing that next Tuesday. Not next Tuesday. Yeah, next Tuesday, I think. The 27th, whenever that is. Hopefully I will see you guys on the 26th. I've done, yeah, the 27th is a Monday, so it's what I mean is the 28th. We'll do this again on the 28th. I'll see you then, etc., etc. Monday, Final Fantasy VIII. If you are interested, it is going to be the start of a new game on the channel, so you will see it from the get-go. You will not interrupt us. You will not come in halfway through and wonder what the hell's going on, basically. So, new start, new game, all good. Okay, so, story time. Harry grabbed Don a second time. He could feel tears starting to gather in his eyes. He hauled him out as 2 more people passed him to join the queue inside. He had lost his place in the queue. And every time somebody else came, Don would come in with them, and he'd always lose his place in the queue and never got served. He looked around desperately. There was a lamppost with 2 sandbags attached for use against incendiary bombs. They were tied to the lamppost with thick string. Harry hauled Don over, undid the string, and slipped it through Don's collar, tied a knot, and fed it into the shop. And fled back into the shop. "Messing with our sandbags now," said the man savagely. He seemed to have eyes everywhere but on his own business. "Don't live around here, do you?" Harry's heart sank. Not living around here was important. He mightn't have get served at all now. Shopkeepers look after their own these days of rationing. And it's a while since your face saw soap and water. Or your hair a comb. Where are you from? The Ridges? The Ridges was the slummiest council estate in the whole town. It was a downright insult to anyone who came from Blackwell. "No, from the Blackwell," he said stoutly. "Well, you get back to the Blackwell chip shop, Sonny. Sonny Jim. We've only enough chips for the Tinmouth people in this shop. And take that damn dog with you. Stolen him, have you? He looks a bit too grand for the likes of you. I've a mind to phone the police." The tears were streaming down Harry's face by that time. One of the women in the queue said, "Steady on, Jim. The bairn's upset. What's the matter, son?" Something gave way inside Harry. It was all too much. He said, "I've been bombed out." He heard a murmur of sympathy from the assembled customers, so he added, "Me dad was killed." He said it like he was hitting the man with a big hammer. There was a terrible hush in the shop. Everyone was looking at him, pale and open-mouthed. Then the woman said, "Serve him first, Jim. He can have my turn. What do you want, son?" Harry had only meant to have one portion to share with the dog, but the wild triumph was too sweet. The dog could have his own, and they'd have one each for breakfast in the morning too. Andy was thirsty. 4 sausages and chips, and a bottle of Tizer. Viciously, the man scooped up the portions. Harry thought he tried to make them mingy. I'm gonna go mingy portions. But all the customers were watching him, so he suddenly doubled up the number of chips, far more than he should have given. Then he banged. Far more than he should have given. The end of story time. Thank you very much. Sorry, for those of you who do not know, on this channel we do something called story time, in which every time somebody redeems some points to do so, we read a couple of pages from the chosen book. And our story currently is Kingdom by the Sea by Robert Westall. It is about a boy who grew up during the war. His house gets bombed and his family basically dies, so he's left on his own. And he finds a dog. And so far it's all very sad, as one might expect. Story time is our tradition here. Well put, Starbreeze. Well put. But anyway, I'm going to leave you guys here. let's take us back here because we've gone back to whatever this is. Okay, here we go. Published by Bandai Entertainment. Ooh, okay.
Absolutely not.
This is the trailer for the new game.
We'll start believing.
And that's the lady in the Easter egg.
Attacked by I don't know what. You wouldn't believe me even if I tried. Hell, I don't believe it now it's there.
Sumerian myth.
Well, I'm glad to have provided you the ending of the game.
Round to the House of Ashes, where they lived on dust, plagued.
I'm very excited to play this. I would love to play this. I'm not sure if it's out yet, but it might be. Actually, I think it is out. Yeah. It's probably out by now. Because I think I've seen some people, playing it. So yeah, that was the trailer for that. Okay, so for me, I will leave you guys here. Thank you so much for coming and spending time with me. Thank you for your support and your followers and your company. You will eventually play Little Hope yourself. Not a problem. Take care of yourself. If you see Grumpy before I do, tell him hello from me. And I will see you guys next week. So have a great have a good holiday, you guys. And I will see you around. Thank you for being here. Sleep well when you go. If it is not your bedtime, have a great time zone. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.